When you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you know, you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games. Second down, second down. Try it. I think you really like it. I tried it, and so here I am 17 years later. I love it.
Boy, there's two things we can control every morning when we wake up. All right, those two things don't take any athletic ability. It's attitude and effort. Let's get started here. Let's go. Let's have a day.
Yeah, they probably...
It's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on FullerDigital.net.
At American Bank, we are ready to step up to the plate and hit one out of the park for you. We will be cheering you on along the way as you meet your financial goals. When we work together as a team, we can achieve success. As part of your financial team, we are your biggest fans and will cheer you on to victory. American Bank is a proud supporter of the MMCRU Royals softball and baseball team, and we are wishing them a happy and successful season. American Bank, achieving success together, member FDIC.
Gangler Feed Service in Remsen is your complete farm store. We feed all farm species, and we're a Hubbard, Kent, and big game dealer. Whether it's sprayers, grain banking, corn drying, or feeding your animals, we're your complete farm store, and service is our business. Gangler Feed Service in Remsen. Call them at 786-2234 or stop in and see them. Service is our business at Gangler Feed Store, Remsen.
At Happy Siesta Healthcare Center in Remsen, Iowa, we strive to provide a comfortable home away from home, whether your needs are for long-term care or rehab to home. Regardless of your level of care, our mission is to provide you and your loved ones with quality, compassionate care in your time of need. An outpatient therapy is available with Remsen Rehab, located inside Happy Siesta. And Happy Siesta Healthcare Center is always looking for quality employees, so contact us if you'd like to work here. Happy Siesta Healthcare Center, Remsen.
What does EverTech mean to you?
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and you know, best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price, and it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTech's No Limits internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
And welcome to Ed Smith Field live here in Marcus on this Saturday evening at the beginning of July, and it's Class 1A District High School Baseball in the first round of the Class 1A District 1, I believe, between the host MMCRU Royals and the visiting South O'Brien Wolverines. I'm Tim Holmes alongside Michael Rupp on color commentary tonight and Adam Morris on production. Michael, thanks for joining us. It's nice to have you back.
Pleasure to be back, Tim. The last time we were hanging out together up at George Little Rock for postseason basketball, and now first round postseason baseball in Marcus.
And you couldn't have picked a better night to join us. It is absolutely beautiful out and a heck of a crowd on hand to see this first-round matchup between a couple of War Eagle Conference foes. MMCRU comes into this one at 9-12 on the season, 4-6 in War Eagle Conference play. The Royals led offensively by junior first baseman Mitchell Schnepp. Schnepp batting .422 on the season. Sophomore Lucas Brown's batting .364. And senior Gunnar Johnson batting .317. Throwing sophomore Xander Tenniger batting .340. The Royals have 4 batters over the .300 average on the season. South O'Brien comes into this one at just 2-18 on the year, 1-10 in War Eagle Conference play. The Wolverines led offensively by senior Dane Mormon. Mormon at .276 batting average on the season. He's got a little pop in his bat, 16 hits, 6 of those have been for multiple bases. We're having the coaches meeting at home plate. The umpires will take a step aside here for just a moment. The Royals and Wolverines coming up here in first round district baseball action right after this here on Fuller Digital Solutions and 1440 KCHE.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Farmers State Bank of Marcus, a real community bank, locally owned, and their purpose is still to service the people of Marcus, their neighbors, and the farm community for all their financial needs. Visit fsbmarcus.com for more information. With years of banking experience, along with care and attention, it's Farmers State Bank's purpose to serve the people of Marcus. Farmers State Bank welcomes you, a real community bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back here to the Farmers State Bank pregame show here live from Marcus. Starting lineups going on right now here at Ed Smith Field. The visiting South O'Brien Wolverines are being introduced. The Royals shortly thereafter. And as you mentioned, Michael Rupp joining us here tonight. And Michael, go ahead and give us a few thoughts on this opening round matchup between the Wolverines and the Royals.
Oh, excited for first round of playoff baseball for sure. Looking at this matchup historically, the Royals have dominated. Actually, Tim, the last time that South O'Brien beat MMCRU, I was behind the dish. I was catching that game back in 2020. South O'Brien took that one 7-5, but ever since then, it's been all Royals. Historically, that's the only win for South O'Brien since MMCRU has started whole grade sharing. So MMCRU definitely hoping to continue on that strong tradition. But, you know, you can't look past this game and look on to the second round. You got to step up to the plate, make good contact, be smart on the base paths, and hopefully have a good pitching performance from Casey Nix tonight. And keep it clean, limit the errors, so it should be a good game.
And as you mentioned, MMCRU has dominated this one as of recently this series. Since the Royals started whole grade sharing back in 2015, they've won 16 of the last 17 meetings and have won both meetings this year by a combined score of 34-1, that being an 18-0 win back on May 26th in Polina. And just a couple weeks ago on June 21st, a 16-1 win against South O'Brien in Remsen at the MMCRU middle school site.
The Royals also just coming off a win over Harris Lake Park this week, 13-0, but a tough loss to Sioux Central, 3-1. So gotta keep your head on your shoulders here and just play a good baseball game tonight.
Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First for the South O'Brien Wolverines, batting leadoff, the center fielder Boston Riedemann. In the two-hole, the pitcher Ben Woodall. Batting third, the catcher Dane Mormon. The cleanup spot goes to first baseman Mitch Enger. Batting fifth, the shortstop Trevor Fidoki. Batting sixth, the third baseman Gabe Mormon. Batting seventh, the second baseman Ryan Fuller. Batting 8th, the left fielder Camden Stevens. And rounding out the Wolverines starting lineup tonight, the right fielder Damian Villarreal. The Wolverines coached by DJ Lodi, assisted by Taylor Steffens. And as you mentioned, South O'Brien just 2-18 coming into this one tonight. The starting pitcher for the MMCRU Royals this evening, it's senior righty Casey Nix. Nix comes into this one with a record of 2-2 on the season and 4 starts. He's appeared in 7 contests, throwing 21 1/3 innings on the season, a 5.58 ERA. He struck out 30 batters to just 6 walks, and giving up an opponent's batting average of just .202 on the season. Nix picked up the win against South O'Brien in that June 21st meeting. Well, Wolverines starter Trevor Fidelki took the loss in that one. Let's look at the Royals starting lineup defensively behind Nix tonight. At catcher is Mason Grage, first baseman Mitchell Schnepp. At second, senior Andrew Berinsky. Shortstop is Gage Johnson. Third base, Michael Peterson. Left field tonight, Xander Tenniger. Center field, Gunnar Johnson. And out in right field is Lucas Brown. Here's Nix out of the windup for the first pitch of the ball game. Riedemann takes a strike on a half swing attempt. And Nix ahead in the count 0-2. Riedemann, the Wolverines center fielder, leading things off at the dish for South O'Brien. Once again, thanks for joining us here on Fuller Digital Solutions tonight. Also on 1440 KCHE out of Cherokee. Back-to-back nights. We had MMCRU softball last night and baseball tonight. We couldn't ask for a better night out at the ballpark. 77 degrees here at first pitch, and hardly any breeze coming out of the north. We haven't said that very often the last year and a half in Iowa. Nix misses outside on an off-speed pitch. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Wolverines leadoff batter, Boston Riedemann.
Nix really established the strike zone early. He's kind of struggled these last 3 pitches here.
Nix goes back to the fastball and picks up the strikeout of Riedemann. And there's one away here in the first inning.
Nice start, nice start.
As you mentioned, Nix got ahead in the count 0-2, threw a few off-speed pitches and lost the zone, but comes back to that fastball to pick up the strikeout. In steps the opposing pitcher, Ben Woodall. Woodall swings at the first pitch and fouls it straight back.
Yeah, you see Casey when he pitches, he really likes to establish the strike zone early in the count, get guys to chase on those 0-2 pitches. But you can put yourself in dangerous situations doing that too often, and let some walks get past you. And, you can't afford that, even on games like tonight.
Nix uses a fastball to hit the bottom of the strike zone. He's ahead in the count 0-2. And he'll strike Woodall out on the high heater. Back-to-back Ks for Nix to start this one tonight. As we mentioned, KC, a senior. The Royals 4 seniors on the team this year. Nix pitching tonight. Second baseman Andrew Berinsky. Gunnar Johnson, a mainstay in center field the last few years. And the Royals without the services of Brandon Whitehead. Whitehead, a multi-year starter and an all-conference performer at the catcher position, but has been out the last couple of weeks due to some inflammation in his knees. He is out in this contest as Mason Grage gets the start behind the dish.
Grage is looking good so far, though.
Nix ahead in the count 0-2.
Nice.
Swing and a miss. Mormon goes down on strikes, and KC Nix strikes out the side in the top of the first inning. The Royals come to the dish for the first time tonight, right after this commercial break here on FDS and 1440 KCHE.
family has been providing trusted funerals since 1943, when Joseph and Adele Fish bought Remsen's only funeral home. Beginning in 1976, Joe's son Joel and his wife Jean continued the tradition of being a family-owned and operated business. In 2009, David and Elizabeth Fish carried the family tradition into the future and now offer monuments. The Fish family is honored to assist you in your time of need, offering care and compassion. Fish Funeral Home and Monuments in Remsen, our family serving your family since 1943.
Welcome back here to Ed Smith Field. The MMCRU Royals come to the dish for the first time tonight. South O'Brien goes down in order in the top half of the first inning. Let's look at the starting lineup for the Royals at the plate tonight. It's leading off center fielder Gunnar Johnson. Batting second, the pitcher Casey Nix. Batting third, the first baseman Mitchell Schnepp. Batting cleanup, the right fielder Lucas Brown. In the 5-hole, left fielder Xander Tenniger. Batting sixth, catcher Mason Grage. Batting seventh, the third baseman Michael Peterson. Batting eighth, the designated hitter Owen Schrader. He's batting for second baseman Andrew Berinsky this evening. And rounding out the Royals lineup tonight, the shortstop, freshman Gage Johnson. The Royals coached by Cam Kuchel, assisted by Dave Nix, Derek Mara, and Chris Johnson. The Royals had a 13-0 win over Harris Lake Park here on Wednesday night. We had that one on Fuller Digital Solutions, and MMCRU put up 5 in the first inning, 8 in the second inning, and were able to shut the door from there on out. Swing and a miss by Gunnar Johnson. Starting pitcher tonight for the Wolverines, Ben Woodall. Woodall, another off-speed pitch, and Johnson aggressive at the plate, chases that one out of the zone, and it's 0-2. Woodall, a junior, 1-6 in 7 starts, I should say. And he picks up the strikeout of Johnson on 3 straight pitches.
3 curveballs there.
The pitcher, number 11, KC.
And that's the one thing with Johnson. He's very aggressive at the plate. In this situation, it's not a bad idea to be a little bit more patient, take a couple pitches here, and don't chase anything. But he does there. Woodall, another off-speed pitch. Nix pops it up into the air. And the catch made by the Wolverines left fielder, Camden Stevens.
37, Mitchell Schnepp.
4 pitches, 2 outs for Ben Woodall. And that brings up Mitchell Schnepp. This has gone so quick, we haven't even gotten any stats for Woodall on the mound. Here's Woodall's first fastball of the night, is in there for a strike. As you mentioned, 1-6 in 7 starts. He's thrown 40 innings on the season, the most of any Wolverines pitcher. A 4.38 ERA, striking out 32 and walking 13. Curveball in there for a strike, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Royals first baseman, Mitchell Schnepp. That fastball chopped to third base. Knocking it down is the Wolverines third baseman. The throw to first, not in time. Schnepp legs it out. It was Gabe Mormon at third. Able to knock it down with his shin, but it's chopped high enough in the air. He got Schnepp down the line, and he's got an infield single. Those can be the toughest plays to make at the hot corner at third. Here's Lucas Brown, the Royals cleanup batter. He chases a pitch out of the zone, and it's 0-1. The Royals being very aggressive at the plate, and swinging at the first pitch on a consistent basis.
Good eye on that inside fastball, and I think that's about the second fastball that Woodall has thrown this entire game. He has thrown a ton of junk across the dish so far.
Brown hits it to right center field. That's going to drop. Schnepp rounds second. We'll see if they send him. They do. We may have a play at the plate. The cutoff is missed, and Schnepp's going to score from first. And Brown stands up at third base, and a 2-out triple from Lucas Brown, and the Royals in front, 1-0.
Really nice hustle from Schnepp, turning that into an RBI. Didn't think as he rounded third there he was going to make it, but luckily a little mishap by the infield and South O'Brien, and Schnepp is on the board.
Brown, he one-hopped onto the right field fence on Wednesday night's win. He's got some pop in his bat, does the sophomore. Here's sophomore Xander Tenniger stepping in. He takes a strike on the first pitch. Off-speed pitch stays inside. It's 1-1. Royals plate 1 here with 2 outs in the first inning. Tenniger an opportunity at another 2-out RBI. That one's grounded right side of the infield. It's knocked down. Tenniger in a delayed call, and we're going to say Tenniger's out at first. And it was the second baseman, Ryan Fuller, who knocks it down and makes the play. We're going to say it was in time.
Really good hustle from Tenniger there. Really close play.
Delayed call at first. And very questionable, but the Royals able to plate 1 run in the bottom half of the first inning. They lead this one 1-0. We'll head to the second inning right after this here on FDS and 1440 KCHE.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments, and the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic conditions, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
I'm Dr. Brooke Kahns. I'm a new general surgeon at Floyd Valley Healthcare, and I look forward to working with the community.
Back here at Ed Smith Field in Marcus, MMCRU in front, 1-0 over South O'Brien. The Royals, the 3 seed in District 2, Class 1A Regional.
Leading off the second inning,
the Wolverines, the 6 seed.
The first baseman, Mitchell.
2 up for South O'Brien here in the second. The 4, 5, and 6 batters, Mitch Anger, Trevor Fidelke, and Gabe Mormon. Here's Anger into the right-handed batter's box. That one's in there for a strike.
Nice little curveball from Nix.
This is the first district game hosted at Ed Smith Field in quite some time, and you're not going to find a better facility in Class 1A to host district baseball than right here in Marcus.
Just a gorgeous field, and all the work and the money just put forth to clean this field up, and one of the best places you'll find in the state, in my opinion.
Nix, an off-speed pitch, an 0-2 misses into the left-handed batter's box. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mitch Anger. A high fastball gets Anger swinging. 4 up, 4 down for Nix, all via the swinging strikeout variety. Here's Trevor Fidelke trying to break the streak.
The Royals infield getting plenty of practice and throwing the ball around the horn thanks to Nix so far.
Fidelke swings at the first pitch and fouls it back off the pad behind the dish. Next, the high leg kick. That one knuckled off the end of the bat and foul on the first base side. Royals coach Cam Kuchel bare hands it, throws it back in. Let's be honest, the ball wasn't moving. It was an easy bare hand.
But a great play.
The 0-2 pitch misses outside. Trevor Fidelke, the Wolverine shortstop at the plate. And he goes down looking. The fastball in the outside corner, and right now Casey Nix is locked in that fastball. Great command. 5 up and 5 down. Here's Gabe Mormon, the Wolverines' third baseman, stepping in. He offers at the first pitch and misses. Mormon, just a freshman, batting 140 on the season and 43 plate appearances. One ball, one strike. Mormon fouls that away in the first base side. The netting able to catch that one right next to the Royals dugout. Great crowd on hand tonight for both of these games. We had Hartley Melvin Sandboard and George Little Rock in the first game tonight, this doubleheader here in Marcus.
It was a nice win for George tonight as they took that one 15-4 in 7 innings.
They advanced to play Kingsley Pearson on Wednesday night. Nix, another off-speed pitch missing low, and it's going to make the count 2-2. The winner of this one will advance to the second round on Wednesday night, take on the winner of the 2-seed North Union and the 7-seed Trinity Christian. At a site to be determined. And Nix on a 3-2 pitch. Another high fastball. Mormon goes down swinging. 6 up, 6 down. The Royals in front after an inning and a half. We'll be back after this commercial break here on FDS and 1440 KCHE.
Insurance can be confusing. With all of the legal terms, different policies, what are you actually getting? With over 60 years of experience, there's no confusing the experts at Matkin Insurance. Let Matkin Insurance help you find the policies that fit your lifestyle, budget, and needs. Matkin Insurance takes pride in being an independent agency, always working for what's best for their customers. So what are you waiting for? Contact Matkin Insurance today.
Royals lead 1-0 over the Wolverines as we enter the bottom of the second inning. Due up for MMCRU, the 6, 7, and 8 batters, leading off the catcher, Mason Grage.
Grage has got himself 7 hits on the season. He's only started 7 games to this point and played in 8.
I don't know if it lines up completely perfect, but that would be a 7-game hit streak to start his varsity career. That one's yanked foul.
We can call it that. Who's going to check this?
Grage had a solid, I should say a sharply hit single up the middle in Wednesday night's win. Brought in a couple of runs. Pulls that left side. It's deflected off of Mormon's glove. The throw is in time. And it's Gabe Mormon with the play at third base and a 5-3 ground out. There's one away here in the bottom of the second for MMCRU. Impressed so far with the South O'Brien infield. They've knocked down a couple of sharply hit balls. Able to make a couple of plays. First pitch off speed slider to Michael Peterson. He lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, the South O'Brien infield, they've had a couple nice knockdowns, a couple nice scoops at first.
Peterson pops it up right at the shortstop position. And the play is made by Trevor Fidelke. And 2 quick outs for the Royals here in the second inning. Here's designated hitter Owen Schrader. Schrader, a junior, batting .625, but just 8 plate appearances on the season. Not a real big sample size. He takes a pitch low and away.
Yeah, but even with Schrader not being at the plate much, he's still got 2 RBIs on the season and 2 sac flies. So he's done good work when he's been at the dish.
Whittles 1-1. Pitch is popped up right to second base. And an easy play for the Wolverines, Ryan Fuller.
21 pitches.
Just 21 pitches for Ben Woodall, and he's through the second inning. After 2, MMCRU in front, 1-0. We'll be back with third inning action after this here on FDS and 1440 KCHE.
Mike's Construction of Marcus is a second-generation general contractor who is a proud supporter of MMCRU, Royal Athletics, and academics. Mike's Construction can help build your dream home from the groundwork, starting with the foundation, to the detailed finish work on the inside. Take a minute to like Mike's Construction on Facebook and see some of the awesome work they have done, and keep them in mind for your next in-house project. Mike's Construction of Marcus. Go Royals!
Hungry and on the go? Stop by Mrs. B's in Remsen. Locally owned and operated for over 25 years, Mrs. B's has you covered. Coffee, shakes, hundreds of drink options, milk, eggs, and more. Want something hot? Try one of Mrs. B's famous made-from-scratch pizzas, or order one of Mrs. B's many appetizer and sandwich options. Don't forget about the chicken, fish, and pork chop dinners. Mrs. B's is a proud supporter of both MMCRU and Remsen St. Mary's schools. Stop by Mrs. B's today.
Top of the third inning here at Ed Smith Field in Marcus. Round 3 between these War Eagle Conference foes and MMCRU and South O'Brien. The Royals in front 1-0. Casey Nix, here's a blooper hit in the middle of the field, and the infielder's colliding. It's going to drop for a hit. The first hit of the night for the Wolverines goes to Ryan Fuller. In the middle infielders collide. It was
looked like Johnson and Berinsky.
Yeah, Gage Johnson and Andrew Berinsky. That one, you couldn't have dropped it in a more perfect spot between the two. And I think it was Berinsky who got a glove on it and ended up popping out after the collision. So it's Ryan Fuller with a leadoff single. South O'Brien, their first hit of the night, brings up Camden Stevens. The lefty swings and misses. First contact for the Wolverines as Royals pitcher Casey Nix struck out the first 6 batters of the ball game. That one on the outside corner, and Nix commanding that fastball very well here in the early going. That one misses down and in. It's a ball and 2 strikes to Camden Stevens, the number 8 batter in the Wolverines lineup. That one misses just down and in. The off-speed pitch gets Stevens swinging. And Nick's back on the strikeout train here. That's his 7th of the night. One away in the top of the third inning. Here comes Damian Villarreal. Nick's a first pitch fastball for a strike.
KC came into this game with 30 strikeouts on the season. It's up to 37 already so far today. Brings his total to 37. He doesn't have 37 strikeouts in this game.
Villarreal fouls that one down the third base line, and Nick's ahead in the count 0-2. Once again, MMCRU in front 1-0 in this first round district contest in Marcus. South O'Brien, a runner on first base with one away. And a strike 3 called on Damian Villarreal. The throw down to first gets away from Schnapp. It's going to allow the runner to get into second. And that's a error on the part of the Royals. And Ryan Fuller advances to second base. South O'Brien now a runner in scoring position with 2 away.
It was a nice throw from Grage behind the plate, just off the glove of Mitch Schnapp. Just unfortunate there for the Royals.
Those are the small attention to details this late in the season that you just cannot have happen, giving away free bases. First pitch missed outside. Top of the order for the Wolverines here with Boston Riedemann at the plate. Riedemann ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Nix's fastball is at the knees for a strike. Casey Nix, 8 strikeouts on the night. He's given up 1 hit, and now that runner at second base on the throwing error. Swing and miss from Riedemann. He's now, Nix is even the count at 2-2. Riedemann went down swinging in the first inning. Out of the stretch, the high leg kick. Fastball misses down and away. Riedemann, a multi-sport athlete. Senior, he goes down swinging in his second plate appearance, and 9 strikeouts for Nix through the first 3 innings. After 2.5, Royals in front 1-0. We'll be back after this break here on FDS and 1440 KCHE.
I chose the NCC CNA course because I just really liked the instructors and the entire NCC community, how welcoming everybody is. And I was able to take it in high school and get it done before I started college.
The new facility here at NCC has been great. You've got every tool you can think of. You're never struggling to find something. Just the facility as a whole has been awesome. It makes the learning a lot more interesting and a lot more hands-on, and it's just been great.
The Remsen Farmers Co-op has been serving you for over a century. They are a full-service co-op providing area livestock producers with land o'lakes and canned feed. And take advantage of their full-service agronomy center for all your crop production needs to maximize your yield. They also buy and sell grain and offer grain drying. Remsen Farmers Co-op with years of experience and ready for the future.
Back here at Ed Smith Field, bottom of the 3rd inning, the Royals had the 9-1 and 2 batters coming up, and leading this one 1-0 over South O'Brien. This the 3rd meeting of the year between these two squads. The Royals have won the first 2 by a combined score of 34-1. Winning in Remsen just a couple weeks ago, 16-1. Here's Woodall coming out with an off-speed pitch. Like a curveball on the first pitch of the sequence. Johnson takes it for a ball. That one swung on and missed at the bottom part of the zone. It's 1-1. Johnson swings at that pitch outside and misses. The Royals have not been disciplined on that outside pitch through the first time through the lineup tonight. Woodall's kept them off balance. Ben Woodall, the junior right-hander. There's Johnson. That one's knuckled off the end of the bat in the first base side. And an easy flip from Woodall to the Wolverines' first baseman, Anger, and there's one away for the Royals here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Brings us back to the top of the order with older brother Gunnar Johnson, the senior. Just celebrated senior night here on Wednesday. That win over HLP.
Johnson pulls that curveball into left field on the first pitch. One of the strengths of this Royals squad is just getting guys on base to use their speed, and talk about Gunnar Johnson being a speedster in that leadoff position. He is a threat to steal bases, and I can assure you that Woodall and catcher Dane Mormon are aware of that. Here's the pickoff attempt, not in time.
Yeah, Johnson's got 13 stolen bases on 13 stolen base attempts this year with 24 runs on the season. So he's a good guy to have on base, a good guy in that leadoff position, and a good bat with Nix, hopefully bringing him around.
Gunnar Johnson calls time over at first base. He has to readjust his shoe, I believe. Here's Casey Nix stepping in. He flied out to left field in his first plate appearance. Johnson dives back into first safely. As Michael said, Gunnar Johnson, 13 of 13 on steal attempts this year. If he gets thrown out here, we know what the jinx is. There he goes. Right. And Mormon loses the handle of it on the exchange. And Johnson with his 14th stolen base of the season.
Looking at Casey Nix's stats, too, he's got 12 stolen bases off of 13 attempts. So these are some good base runners here for MMCRU.
Nix is going to take strike 2 on the outside corner. Now, Woodall ahead in the count, 0-2. One away, bottom of the third inning, and the Royals with the runner on second base. Nix grounds it to the right side of the infield. The second baseman makes the play. That's Ryan Fuller, and there's 2 away as Johnson advances to third.
For the Royals, the first baseman, number 37, Mitchell Schnapp.
Mitch Schnapp into the right-handed batter's box with 2 away here in the bottom of the third inning. Schnapp swings and misses at the first pitch curveball. Yet again, Woodall, an off-speed pitch on the first pitch of the sequence. Schnapp singled his last at bat. Infield single to third base. This one's flied to straightaway center field. It's routine for Riedemann, and the Royals are down scoreless in the bottom of the third inning. After 3, MMCRU in front 1-0. We'll be back with 4th inning action after this on Fuller Digital Solutions and 1440 KCHE.
Schmelling Construction is a general excavating company that specializes in farm drainage, terraces, waterways, demolition, and concrete asphalt recycling. They are a proud supporter of the local school district and community. Schmelling Construction is a family-owned business that has been going strong since 1977. Visit them online at schmellingconstruction.com and be sure to like them on Facebook.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
Ben Woodall set to lead things off for South O'Brien here in the top of the 4th inning. Woodall struck out swinging back in the first. MMCRU in front 1-0 through 3 innings. Royal starter Casey Nix continues to hum along. There's a strike and it's 1-1. As we mentioned, the Wolverines just 2-18 on the season. One thing we didn't mention, a win back on June 23rd here, less than 2 weeks ago. A 5-4 win over Trinity Christian was their lone conference win of the season. Otherwise, winning back on May 23rd, 10-8 over George Little Rock. Woodall grounds out to Gage Johnson at shortstop. 1 away here in the top of the 4th.
Nice play from the freshman at shortstop and a good stretch from Mitch Schnapp over at first base, keeping that toe on the base and reaching out, and a good first out.
Talk about the Royals having 4 seniors, 3 of which playing tonight. Mitchell Schnapp, the lone junior, Otherwise, some freshmen and sophomores seeing plenty of time for the Royals this season, both on the mound and in the field. That true freshman Gage Johnson at shortstop makes the routine play on the last contact.
That's a trend, that some coaches, they don't want to put young guys in the field, but Coach Kuchel he's got a lot of trust and a lot of faith in his eighth graders, his freshmen, his sophomores in basketball and baseball, and we see they're talented guys like Johnson and guys like Peterson last year and stepping up and making good plays.
Dane Mormon goes down looking on 3 straight pitches, and now 2 away here in the top of the 4th. The 9th strikeout of the night for Casey Nix. Here's Mitch Anger, the cleanup hitter for the Wolverines. Takes the first pitch inside. That fastball hits the inside corner. Nobody on for South O'Brien. 2 away here in the top of the 4th inning. And a 2-1 count now to Mitch Anger. Anger struck out swinging to start the 2nd inning. Nix missing low here in the last couple of pitches. Now it's 3-1. A 3-1 pitch in there for a strike. And the count is full. Off-speed pitch in the dirt, and the first walk issued of the night by Casey Nix, and Mitch Anger will head to first base.
For the Wolverines, the shortstop, number 1, Trevor.
South O'Brien's 2nd base runner of the evening. Here's Trevor Fidelke, the Wolverine shortstop. Foul tips the first pitch.
Fidelke's batting .148 on the season. He's got himself 8 hits on 4 runs.
Nix misses outside with that. Call it a slider. 1 ball, 1 strike with a Wolverine runner on first.
Good scoop from Grage. Gets that runner back to the base pretty quick.
And the last couple times Nix has thrown that off-speed spinner, it has not been anywhere close to the zone. And a good stop by Mason Grage there to save a base. It's a big lead at first. Nix throws back.
Got him.
And it's picked off. Anger had a big lead, kind of hopped back. And Nix makes the throw over, and it's in time. Nix threw 4 innings on 56 pitches. After 3.5, MMCRU in front, 1-0. We'll be back with the Royals bottom half of the 4th after this here on FDS and 1440 KCHE.
When you walk into Sioux Valley Family Health, we want you to feel as if you are entering our home.
At Sioux Valley Family Health, our goal is to improve the health of our community by improving the health of the families who live here. Dr. Christopher Vandaloon and his staff are here to serve you because our priority is to treat each patient as if they are our own family. Make an appointment with us today.
Your family is our family at Sioux Valley Family Health.
The dugout pointing.
United Bank of Iowa is proud to support MMCRU Sports. As Iowa's #1 ag bank for the past 19 years, we are committed to agriculture and rural Iowa. If you need financing for your farm, home, or vehicle, our lenders are ready to listen. We understand that families and students are busy, so download our app and you can do your banking while you're on the go. Our staff in Marcus and Cleghorn are committed to building strong connections in their communities and look forward to serving you. The difference is here at United Bank of Iowa, with offices in 35 locations in West Central Iowa. Member FDIC.
Royals sophomore Lucas Brown fouls away the first pitch here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Brown, the left-handed right fielder, batting cleanup for the Royals on the season. He's got some pop in his bat. He had that triple back in the RBI triple back in the first inning. Now rolls it over to second base. Fuller makes the play and a 4-3 ground out.
14, the left fielder, Xander Henniger.
Right now, both pitchers are in a zone. This has been a pitcher's duel from the get-go. Royals in front 1-0 here, bottom of the fourth inning. One away for Xander Henniger. Henniger takes a ball outside. Xander grounded out to second base in his first at-bat. But the impressive sophomore has batted .340 on the season. Lays off that spinner. One thing we haven't seen much from the Royals batters is taking the first two pitches in their plate appearance. That one in there for a strike, but yet another off-speed pitch.
I think MMCRU can afford to set back and let him try and throw and work some counts here, get ahead.
Henniger, a hard grounder right back to Woodall, and he makes the play to first.
Next up for the Royals.
If you're MMCRU, what you're trying to do is be patient enough to get on base.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't mean necessarily by hit. It can be from control issues, whether it's a walk via the base on balls or a hit batter. You got to find a way to get on base and work counts. Woodall able to throw a first pitch strike there. But MMCRU has a very difficult time hitting the ball hard to the opposite field, and right now trying to roll everything over to the left side, and no solid contact has been made off of Ben Woodall. Credit to the Wolverines junior pitcher. Here's Grage, and as I say that, he goes to right field for a base hit. He turns it hard, and he's going to stay at first. And Mason Grage goes to right field on a base hit.
For the Royals,
and just the
23, the third baseman, Michael Peterson.
Just the fourth hit for MMCRU tonight. It's a two-out single. Here's Michael Peterson. The Royals left a runner stranded at third base last inning. Outside of that, neither team has had many opportunities to score. The Royals are going to have a courtesy runner in for Grage. Number 32, Brandon Dreckman, now stands on first base. First pitch, fastball, misses high to Michael Peterson. Peterson also a sophomore.
Dreckman over there on first, a freshman.
Peterson fouls that straight back, and it's 1-1.
Brandon is 3 for 3 on stolen bases on the season, and he's got 8 runs.
That one pulled fouled on the third base line. The only run so far in a two-out RBI triple from Lucas Brown back in the first inning. It's giving us our 1-0 score here in the bottom of the fourth. Royals have 2 outs and a runner on first base. And number 7 batter, Michael Peterson, in the box. Down 1 ball and 2 strikes to Wolverines pitcher Ben Woodall. Woodall strikes Peterson out, swinging. Through 4 innings, the Royals still in front, just 1-0. We'll be back with 5th inning action after this here on FDS and 1440 KCHE.
Next level internet leads to a next level experience. So up your game with Westel Systems Fiber Internet. With internet speeds up to 1 gigabit per second, you can stream videos and play games without the annoyances of bufferings or delays. Westel goes above and beyond to make their customers' experience as hassle-free as possible, with exceptional 24/7 technical support and a reliable network so you can relax and do the things you enjoy. Explore what Westel has to offer at westelsystems.com. Get more out of your money and see what Westel Systems can do for you.
It's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on FullerDigital.net.
The Wolverines, number 1.
Top of the 5th inning coming up. MMCRU in front, 1-0. Here's Trevor Fidelke leading things off for the Wolverines in the 5th inning. Royal starter Casey Nix still on the mound. Needed 56 pitches to get through the first 4 innings. Fidelke foul tips that one back. That one's fouled down the first baseline softly. And an 0-2 count to Fidelke.
Fidelke, a junior, said he's got 8 hits on the season. 7 of those singles and 1 double. One RBI for him.
Fidelke struck out looking back in the 2nd inning. Now in an 0-2 hole yet again. Nix gets him looking again. Casey Nix now into double figures in the strikeout department tonight. That is 10th with 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning.
Third baseman Gabe Mormon.
Here's Gabe Mormon. Struck out swinging back in the 2nd. Takes a good hack at the first pitch and fouls it straight back.
Mormon, just a freshman. Younger brother to Dane Mormon, the senior. And Gabe, he's averaging 275, 140 on the season. On base percentage of 275. 6 hits, 3 runs.
It's got to be a fun moment for the parents to have a couple of sons playing on the field at the same time. The senior and freshman. You got the duo from South O'Brien with the Mormons, and you have the duo with MMCRU and the Johnson brothers, Gage and Gunner. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gabe Mormon. That one's foul chopped to the Wolverines lineup, or Wolverines dugout, I should say. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gabe Mormon. Nix gets him looking. Back-to-back Ks for Casey Nix to start the 5th inning.
Nix just dealing right now. Strikeout number 11 for him.
South O'Brien just 1 hit on the night, and it's come from Ryan Fuller, who steps in here for his 2nd plate appearance.
A little off speed, got away from Nix there. Batter ducks out of the way of it.
Nix misses low. And it's 2 balls and no strikes to Ryan Fuller, the owner of the only South O'Brien hit of the night, and also had a base runner last inning with Mitch Anger after a base on balls. Anger proceeded to get picked off first. 3 balls, no strikes now to Fuller. Nix misses the zone in a 4-pitch walk to Ryan Fuller, his 2nd time on the base path tonight. The 2-out walk brings up Camden Stevens.
The left fielder, Camden Stevens.
Camden Stevens playing left field tonight for the Wolverines, also in the left-handed batter's box. Now Nix has thrown 5 consecutive balls.
Camden, a senior for the South O'Brien squad. He's got 1 hit on the season and 4 runs. Started all 20 games for South O'Brien so far this year.
And a time after Nix has thrown his 6th consecutive pitch out of the zone. Royals coach Cam Kuchel coming out to the mound for a visit, trying to calm down the senior starter. Mason Grage, the catcher, meeting him there as well. Nix has cruised along, giving up just 1 hit, now 2 walks, and 11 strikeouts. He's been dominant, but laboring a bit to get this final out in the 5th inning. Nix back in the stretch. That pitch right in there for a strike.
Sometimes that's all you need. Just a little break, catch your breath, talk it out, start dealing again.
Stevens was taking that the whole way. Now he swings at that one and misses. Nix out of the mound visit, back-to-back strikes, and it's 2-2 with 2 away. And a Wolverine runner on first. Curveball, swing and a miss, and Stevens goes down swinging. Casey Nix picks up his 12th strikeout of the night. And after 4.5, MMCRU in front, 1-0. We'll be back with the Royals, half of the 5th, after this on FDS and 1440 KCHE.
At American Bank, we are ready to step up to the plate and hit one out of the park for you. We will be cheering you on along the way as you meet your financial goals. When we work together as a team, we can achieve success. As part of your financial team, we are your biggest fans and will cheer you on to victory. American Bank is a proud supporter of the MMCRU Royals softball and baseball team, and we are wishing them a happy and successful season. American Bank, achieving success together, member FDIC.
Gangler Feed Service in Remsen is your complete farm store. We feed all farm species, and we're a Hubbard, Kent, and big game dealer. Whether it's sprayers, grain banking, corn drying, or feeding your animals, we're your complete farm store, and service is our business. Gangler Feed Service in Remsen. Call them at 786-2234 or stop in and see them. Service is our business at Gangler Feed Store, Remsen.
Back here for the bottom of the 5th inning at Ed Smith Field in Marcus. MMCRU up 1-0 over South O'Brien as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. And that off-speed pitch hits the outside corner for Ben Woodall. That one does not, a bit further off, and it's 1-1. To the Royals, designated hitter Owen Schrader. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Schrader pulls that left side, diving stop by the third baseman, and Mormon's throw not in time. And Owen Schrader is going to have an infield single to lead off the 5th inning. Nice play by the freshman Gabe Mormon over at third, just not in time.
Number 42, Gage Johnson.
Here's Gage Johnson, the number 9 batter for the Royals, stepping in. He's 0 for 1 on the night, grounding it back to Woodall back in the 3rd inning. Johnson lays down a good bunt on the third base side. It's bobbled and not in time. Johnson beats it out. He might have anyways. We'll give him the infield single on that, and the Royals back-to-back infield singles here to start the 5th inning. Top of the order coming up. Here's brother Gunnar Johnson. The Royals looking for some offensive momentum here, and an opportunity presents itself for the first time in quite a while here in the 5th inning. Johnson swings and misses at that first pitch. Royals have runners on first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning, leading 1-0. Johnson pops it up. It's out of play. An 0-2 hole for Gunnar Johnson. He's 1 for 2 on the night. He had a single in his last plate appearance, but Ben Woodall has been fantastic on the mound for South O'Brien here through the first 4 innings. Off-speed pitch misses out the outside corner.
Johnson on the season, he's got himself 24 runs off of 20 hits, and 13 of those have been singles. He's got to just get on base and get him around really quick.
That a foul tip. Johnson able to stay alive. And I know it's hindsight now, but you just have a bunt single from Gage Johnson. Gunner is even faster yet. Might not have been a bad idea to lay down back-to-back bunts just to advance the runners, if nothing else. At the top of the order up. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gunner Johnson. That skips in the dirt, but a nice stop by Dane Mormon behind the plate. 2-2 the count. Johnson grounds it left side of the infield, and it's going to be knocked down by the shortstop Fidelki, but no play to be made anywhere as Fidelki was trying to cover second. Left a sizable gap on the left side of the infield. Johnson places it perfectly, and back-to-back-to-back infield singles for the Royals here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The bases loaded for senior Casey Nix with nobody away. Nix, he chops third base line, and no play. Some miscommunication between Woodall and Gabe Mormon, the third baseman, and Nix is going to have an infield single. That's going to bring in Owen Schrader, and the Royals now in front 2-0. Bases still loaded with nobody out.
That'll be Schrader's 3rd run of the season for him. Bases still loaded for big Mitch Schnepp. Schnepp hit a grand slam earlier this season with the only team home run. Situation to do that again.
Yeah, Schnepp had a grand slam in the 18-0 win against South O'Brien and Polina back in the end of May. 6 RBIs that night. An opportunity to repeat itself here.
Schnepp on the season has 39 RBIs.
2 balls, no strikes to the junior first baseman for the Royals. Woodall hits the strike zone with that fastball. It's 2-1.
The Royals as a team are sitting at 106 RBIs, and Mitchell Schnepp with 39 of those. So this is a good guy to have at the plate in this situation.
Schnepp leads the team in batting average and ribbies, at batting .422 on the year. He takes the off-speed pitch outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded, nowhere to put him. The Royals up 2-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch in there for a strike. Schnepp watched it. Now it's 3-2. Wolverines defensively have the corners in. They have the whole infield in. Not looking for a double play here. Schnepp flies it center field. It's going to be deep enough for a sac fly. Catch made. And tagging to score is Gage Johnson.
The Schnepp RBI sacrifice brings up number 3.
Royals now in front 3-0. Here's the throw to second. Gets away. Now coming home is Gunner Johnson, and the Royals playing some small ball off the sac fly. Casey Nix. The Johnson brothers both tagged from third to home and second to third. Nix stayed at first base, then took off for second when nobody is watching. The throw was in time, but Wolverines' second baseman Ryan Fuller couldn't hold on to it, and then Gunner Johnson scores from third in that sequence of events. So 2 Royals players come in to score, and now a 4-0 lead for MMCRU here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Lucas Brown steps in and takes a strike.
And that's all right. Let Lucas Brown watch a pitch here, kind of get back into a little rhythm. Let this pitcher try and deliver strikes for a bit.
And a pickoff attempt to second, and Nix is picked off. And I think it surprised him as he didn't dive back. And the throw was perfectly placed by Woodall. Tag made by Fidelki, and now 2 away with nobody on for Lucas Brown. Brown singles to left center field. Brown popping his bat, but he's got some speed on the base paths as well. And now that pickoff looks even worse as Nix was set to score on that thing. Once again, the attention to detail, those little things you cannot have happen this late in the season. Here's Xander Tenneger with the runner on first and 2 away. Here's Brown on a steal attempt to second. He is thrown out as he dove in head first, but Dane Mormon, a nice throw from behind the plate. In the Wolverines out of the 5th inning, but the Royals crack through offensively, scoring 3, and now lead this one 4-0 after 5. We'll be back with the 6th inning after this here on FDS and 1440 KCHE.
At Happy Siesta Healthcare Center in Remsen, Iowa, we strive to provide a comfortable home away from home, whether your needs are for long-term care or rehab to home. Regardless of your level of care, our mission is to provide you and your loved ones with quality, compassionate care in your time of need. An outpatient therapy is available with Remsen Rehab, located inside Happy Siesta. And Happy Siesta Healthcare Center is always looking for quality employees, so contact us if you'd like to work here. Happy Siesta Healthcare Center, Remsen.
What does EverTech mean to you?
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price, and it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTech's no limits internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
Top of the 6th inning here, Damon Villarreal grounds to third, and Michael Peterson makes the play routinely. The 5-3 ground out, and there's 1 pitch and 1 away here in the top of the 6th for South O'Brien, trailing MMCRU 4-0. South O'Brien just 1 hit on the night so far off of Royals senior starter Casey Nix. Top of the order for the Wolverines, here's Boston Riedemann. He takes a first pitch strike on the outside corner. That curveball in there for strike 2. Riedemann 0 for 2 on the night with a couple of strikeouts. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches and another strikeout of Riedemann. He's got the hat trick tonight. Now 2 away here in the top of the 6th.
The pitcher, Ben Woodall.
Got a score update from around the Fuller Digital community. Right now, Ridgeview is up 9-1 over OABCIG in the bottom of the 4th.
First pitch swinging. Here's Ben Woodall. Grounds it to Johnson at short. His throw is in time. In a quick inning for KC Nix, the 6-3 ground out. 79 pitches through 6 innings. Just 1 hit given up, in the Royals in front 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Be right back here on FDS and 1440 KCHE.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Farmers State Bank of Marcus, a real community bank, locally owned, and their purpose is still to service the people of Marcus, their neighbors, and the farm community for all their financial needs. Visit fsbmarcus.com for more information. With years of banking experience, along with care and attention, it's Farmers State Bank's purpose to serve the people of Marcus. Farmers State Bank welcomes you, a real community bank. Member FDIC.
Back here at Ed Smith Field, bottom of the 6th inning approaches. The Royals of MMCRU in front, 4-0 over South O'Brien. The Royals scored 1 in the first inning, played it 3 last inning. Had some insurance runs. They're looking to add a few more here in the bottom of the 6th. Xander Tenniger to lead things off. Tenniger 0 for 2 on the night. He grounded out to second and also grounded out to the pitcher in his last plate appearance. That high off-speed pitch misses.
Tenniger on the season, he's got 18 hits, 17 of those singles, and 1 double. Scored 16 runs so far this year, and he's started 21 games for MMCRU. Good weapon.
Another one of those Royal speedsters who made it to the Blue Oval. Once again, this team just needs to play small ball to get on base, and they can wreak some havoc. But really, Ben Woodall has done a nice job tonight limiting the traffic until the last inning. Tenniger flies it left center field. And a routine fly ball to the Wolverines center fielder, Boston Riedemann, as he chased that one down.
We talked about it a little bit. If the Royals want to play small ball, they got to start watching some of these first pitches. They want to be aggressive in the count and get those early hits, get those nice fastballs. But work these counts a little bit, make your pitchers work, and you'll find yourself on base a whole lot more.
Woodall, a nice curveball in the first pitch to Mason Grage. Grage pulls that one to the shortstop. Here's Fidelki across the diamond in plenty of time. And 2 away quickly for the Royals here in the bottom of the 6th.
Michael Peterson.
Here's Michael Peterson stepping in with 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Remember, the winner advances to Wednesday night's second round, a 7 o'clock start. Winner will get the winner of the 2-seed North Union or the 7-seed Trinity Christian, who both of these squads are familiar with. At a site to be determined. Here's Peterson. Swings and misses. Ben Woodall has scattered 8 hits on the night, giving up 4 runs. That one's hit shallow in the middle of the diamond. And a play made by Fidelki at shortstop coming in. The weak pop out to the shortstop ends the Royals' 6th inning after 6. MMCRU in front 4-0. They try to close this one out. We're back here in the 7th inning right after this on FDS and 1440 KCHE.
Family has been providing trusted funerals since 1943, when Joseph and Adele Fish bought Remsen's only funeral home. Beginning in 1976, Joe's son Joel and his wife Jean continued the tradition of being a family-owned and operated business. In 2009, David and Elizabeth Fish carried the family tradition into the future and now offer monuments. The Fish family is honored to assist you in your time of need, offering care and compassion. Fish Funeral Home and Monuments in Remsen, our family serving your family since 1943.
Floyd Valley Healthcare, we want you to travel somewhere fun, not to a doctor's appointment. Specialists, specialty clinics, and outpatient services bring advanced skills and training and make diagnostics and treatment capabilities more accessible, keeping care convenient and close to home. Working in step with your healthcare team, specialists communicate and collaborate to provide you and your family the care that you need. To learn more about specialty services, talk with your provider or visit floydvalley.org.
Number 18, the catcher, Dane Mormon.
Back here at Ed Smith Field in Marcus for this first round district contest. The Royals of MMCRU in front 4-0 as we enter the final inning. 2 up for the Wolverines, the 3, 4, and 5 batters. Leading it off is catcher Dane Mormon, who misses at the first offering. That one's foul tipped back, and right away, Royals starter Casey Nix ahead in the count 0-2. Nix going for the complete game shutout. Just 3 outs away. That curveball misses high. A ball and 2 strikes. And a foul tip into the glove of Grage. And Nick starts off the 7th with yet another strikeout.
Now batting number 22, the first baseman, Mitchell.
The
Anger.
14th strikeout of the night, to be exact. He's controlled his fastball very well and got that one up and in to Mormon. Here's Anger. That's a sharp hit ball to center field. And a sliding catch by the senior center fielder, Gunnar Johnson. Anger stung that one to center, but Gunnar Johnson, a good beat on it, and made that look easier than what it was.
Really nice speed from Johnson on his toes. Got up there in a nice, clean slide. Good play.
Gunnar Johnson, a leader of this team, that center field position. He is a multi-year starter out there. Such great instincts. And now the Wolverines down to their final out with Trevor Fidelke at the plate. Curveball is in there, and it's 1-1.
Very nice curveball there from Nix.
Here's a chopper to short. Gage Johnson has it. His throw is in time. Gets Fidelke by half a step. The 6-3 ground out ends this one. MMCRU a 4-0 winner here in round 1 of the Class 1A District Tournament over South O'Brien here at Ed Smith Field in Marcus tonight. Royals win 4-0. They'll advance to Wednesday night's second round against the winner of North Union and Trinity Christian. We're going to head to a commercial break. We'll be back with post-game coverage after this here on FDS and 1440 KCHE.
It's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on FullerDigital.net.
To the second round on the win.
Welcome back here to the Fuller Digital Solutions postgame show. MMCRU winners in tonight's first round district action against Warrego Conference foe South O'Brien. A 4-0 final for the Royals. They plated 1 run in the bottom of the first inning to take the lead. Added 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th, aided by back-to-back-to-back infield singles. And that would do it. Is Royals senior Casey Nix goes the distance, a 1-hit shutout tonight, issuing just 2 walks, but striking out 14 Wolverine batters. He was in complete control of this one tonight, picking up the win on the mound, and MMCRU advances to the second round Wednesday night, a 7 o'clock start against the winner of North Union and Trinity Christian. The loser on the mound tonight for South O'Brien is Ben Woodall. Woodall also pitched a brilliant game, giving up just 8 hits. He scattered 8 hits, gave up just 4 runs, but 3 of those came in that 5th inning. But no help offensively for Woodall tonight, and the Royals win this one 4-0. Michael, you have some thoughts for us?
Well, it was a phenomenal game from Casey Nix on the bump. He just 14 strikeouts, correct? Beautiful night, beautiful night. Got a little out of control there on a couple batters, and Coach Kuchel came in, calmed him down, and and got him right back to chucking again. And great job for Grage behind the plate. Was solid all night. And the entire infield in general, just a good, solid club with a lot of youth on it. Exciting to watch. A lot of speed, fun guys. Limited the errors. They figured out how to hit the ball there in the 5th inning, so that was good. But a good pitcher's duel. You got to give Woodall a lot of credit. He pitched phenomenal. He knew how to keep the ball off the bats for MMCRU the best he could. Threw a lot of junk in there. Knew the Royals would jump on it early, and held them there for quite a while. So, but congrats to South O'Brien on a really solid game tonight, and good luck to them going forward.
And a great job of pointing out sophomore Mason Grage just stepped in the last couple weeks as Brandon Whitehead has gone out with an injury and did a fabulous job behind the plate tonight. The Royals play air-free defensively, and it played very well Wednesday night, and they string that into back-to-back games here, and as they continue to try to do that down the Turney Trail. South O'Brien ends the season at just 2-19, but their effort tonight was fantastic, to be commended. They had a game plan coming in and did a fantastic job defensively, made some nice plays. They just couldn't get the bats going. And you get 7 innings in a night, and if you can't put it all together, your season's going to come to an end at this point in the season. But the Wolverines fall tonight 4-0 to MMCRU and end their season at 2-19. Michael, thanks for joining us. Adam Morris tonight on production, guys. He always does a fantastic job. And whether it's football, basketball, baseball, it seems like we're here through thick and thin for MMCRU athletics, and no different on a beautiful July night here on this holiday weekend. Michael, thanks for joining us again. Everybody, thanks for joining in for tonight's contest, and I believe we'll have the contest on Wednesday night. Not sure how yet, but or where, but looking to have the second round matchup Wednesday night for the MMCRU boys. With that being said, we'll take it off the air from here. Thanks for joining us, and have a great holiday weekend.